Rich people in this, not just this country, in most of the world, are usually married. Lesbians earn more money than heterosexual women, and having an affair without protection might cost you $42,000. According to our next guest, the quest for love can be broken down to dollars and cents. Marina Adshade is an economics professor at UBC, the author of the book Dollars and Sex, and she joins us now in the studio. Good morning.
Good morning.
What prompted you to write this book?
I started working on this about 4 years ago when I decided to introduce a course called The Economics of Sex and Love to try to get students engaged in learning economics.
In the dismal science?
The dismal science. Yeah, economists have been doing these things for a long time. Undergraduate students don't normally get taught this. They get taught about things that you were just talking about a moment ago, which are important. But I thought it'd be a fun way to engage students, and it was very popular, and the students love it, and just kind of took off from there.
So you took a little time off to actually put all your thoughts together and do a little research.
I did, yeah.
I'm sure you were surprised by some of your own findings.
Yeah, I continue to be surprised by things. And one of the reasons why the results are surprising is because a lot of our opinions about love and sex and romance are kind of based on moral or political views. When we go down and actually measure the way that people behave, we get results that are different than what we might have thought.
Well, for example, you say finding a partner can change with the economy. As the economy changes, so goes our love life.
Oh, well, I mean, the divorce rate is very closely tied to the economy. In fact, if unemployment rates are falling, that's not a good news for divorce in Canada.
And that is because?
That's because people postpone getting divorced when the economy is weak, because they're worried that they're going to lose their job, and then they're going to be living in a one-person household. It's easier if you're in a two-person household. One person loses their job, you've always got the other person's income to rely on. And also because when home values are low, people are reluctant to sell their houses, so they wait to see the value of the home is going to come up a little bit before exiting.
Okay, that makes sense. What about short men marrying younger women?
Everybody wants to know about this.
Yeah,
Robin.
why?
Well, the reason is that taller men marry earlier in their life. They're actually a bit of a hotter commodity on the marriage market. Shorter men marry when they're older, so they've spent more time on their education and invested in their careers, and so they have higher incomes, and so that makes it possible for them to attract younger mates. So this is actually borne out in the data.
Oh, all right, that makes sense. Some of this sounds counterintuitive when I read it. For example, lesbians make more money than heterosexual women.
They do. They make
Is that because they don't marry as much, or?
Well, actually, no. It's a really good story for that. Is because heterosexual women anticipate that later in life they'll be in a relationship with somebody who earns more than they do, because we still have a marriage gap in Canada. Whereas lesbian women, they can't anticipate that because they're just as likely to be married to somebody who earns more than them as they are to be married to somebody who earns less than them. And so the basic story is that lesbian women invest more into their education, their career, in anticipation of possibly being the higher income earner in the household.
So money is still sexy, huh?
Oh, money's always sexy.
Marina Adshade, economics professor at UBC, the author of the book Dollars and Sex. Great to see you. Thanks so much.
Thank you very much.
Good luck with this.